War Games, one of WCW's greatest creations that disappeared for years after its death. However, NXT revived the legendary match, but just which ones are the best? And why doesn't it have the roof, WWE? Why? I'm Reese from the Wrestling Hideout, and this is every WWE NXT War Games match ranked. Number 8. The first of the NXT 2.0 War Games matches was the women's encounter between Io Sky, Cora Jade, Raquel Gonzalez and Alba Fire, taking on Toxic Attraction and Dakota Kai. The match itself has a really good balance of older and newer NXT stars by this point, and some really good workers. However, it's by far the worst of the NXT War Game matches. Each new wrestler entering, each grabs a weapon from underneath the ring, which becomes really uninspiring as soon as you notice it. We get the dislocated shoulder trope as well, which sadly falls flat in a company where there's loads of medical staff on hand for injuries. Sadly, this won't make many people's much-watch matches list. Number 7. The second of the only 3 women's War Game matches saw Team Shotzi, made up of Shotzi Blackheart, Ember Moon, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, taking on Team LeRae, made up of Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez and Toni Storm. With Ember Moon and Dakota Kai kicking things off in what would be a great women's singles match, before the unique twist of the babyface team getting to enter the match first. But sadly, that's kind of where the uniqueness ends. It's not a bad match at all, but it's missing something some other matches on this list have. And it's not for lack of trying from the wrestlers. Maybe it's the lack of live audience, thanks COVID, but something stopped this match from being just as great as it could have been. Number 6. The final NXT War Games match saw Black and Gold NXT, made up of Pete Dunne, Tommaso Ciampa, LA Knight and Johnny Gargano, taking on Team 2.0, made up of Bron Breakker, Carmelo Hayes, Tony D'Angelo and Grayson Waller. Gargano and Hayes start the match off being arguably the 2 best wrestlers on either team. Team 2.0 have the man advantage, and this is the first War Games match to have blood, and this definitely feels like the most mixed match of wrestlers put together compared to the other men's War Games matches. Much like the NXT 2.0 women's War Games match, this is the weakest of the men's War Games matches by a significant amount, in my opinion. Number 5. Fourth men's War Games match once again saw the Undisputed Era set foot inside for the final time against Pat McAfee, Pete Dunne, Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. This is a match that starts off with some fun technical and submission wrestling between Dunne and O'Reilly, which was a really nice change of pace for one of these type of matches. A unique twist when it comes to the other War Game matches, the Undisputed Era are actually the baby faces at this point for this one. From a wrestling perspective, this is probably one of the most brawling style matches before the carnage begins. However, again, similar to the early women's match, the lack of a live crowd, thanks to COVID, feels like it lets this match down. McAfee puts on a star performance in this match for a non-wrestler, and the story of Cole wanting to get his hands on him runs throughout the match beyond in this one. Number 4. The first ever women's War Games match featured Team Ripley, who was Rhea Ripley, Tegan Nox, Dakota Kai and Candice LeRae, took on Team Baszler, made up of Shayna Baszler, Io Sky, Bianca Belair and Alba Fire. Sky and LeRae kicked this match off with a fast-paced action that only these two could deliver together, and it really makes you wonder just how well of a match these two could put on if they had a 20-minute singles match. Arguably, these two are the stars of their teams, both getting some highlight moments. All the women in this match do deliver, however, and this features one of the most memorable heel turns in NXT history, as Dakota Kai turns on her partner, and therefore her team, Tegan Nox, unleashing a brutal attack on a still-caged Nox. This results in a 2v4 encounter and a really fun twist for the match, with an uphill battle story for the babyface team of Ripley and LeRae. This is also a sad reminder just of how wasted Baszler and LeRae have been on the main roster. Number 3. The first of the WWE branded War Game matches saw the Undisputed Era of Adam Cole, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly taking on Sanity, made up of Eric Young, Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane, and the team of Roderick Strong and the Authors of Pain in a trio tag match War Games stipulation. Really weird twist. Starting off with a trio that would have put on a great match in any situation, Young, Cole and Strong kicked the match off to a hot start, with Cole playing the more cowardly heel for Young and Strong to target. Having both remaining members of the team come in once the time runs out, combined with the fact that there's 3 teams in this match, not 2, does make this match very unique before the match even officially starts, when every member is in the ring. But there are some fun moments, such as the Author's Pain throwing Roddy at all the opponents, like a missile. Once this section is complete, the match kicks into true form. The weapons immediately come out as all three teams ramp up the action. This match really is a great example of what made Black and Gold NXT so great. All 9 men get to showcase their abilities, and the selling by O'Reilly is just unmatched in this one. This match also features Wolf splitting the back of his head open, and needing Doc to help after a table spot, which you've probably seen online at some point, as well as a huge suplex off the top of the cage between Strong and Cole. Overall, an amazing start for the WWE version of War Games. Number 2. The second NXT War Games match, an immediate change to the first year's one. This time we're back to the traditional 2-team match, which made this stipulation so iconic. And this time, again, featuring the Undisputed Era. But Roddy has now joined the team, taking on the team of Pete Dunne, the War Raiders, and Ricochet. Ricochet and Cole get this match off to an exciting start before the countdown begins. We once again see a return to tradition as only one man from each team enters, not every member as seen in the first year's one. This helps structure the match much better. Traditional heels have the man advantage theme runs throughout this match until both teams are fully entered in. Each new man that enters gets an explosive start while the heel Undisputed Era locks Pete Dunne within the waiting cage to continue the numbers advantage. The big spot of this match is Ricochet doing a massive double moonsault from the top of the cage, which if you haven't seen, I don't know how, but you have to go and watch. Number 1. In the third men's War Game match, the Undisputed Era make their third appearance, this time taking on a team of Keith Lee, Donovan Dijakovic, Tommaso Ciampa, and a surprise fourth man, Kevin Owens, making his return to NXT. Strong and Ciampa start the match off in a really hard-hitting affair, and probably the best wrestling to start a War Games match compared to all the others. Keith Lee looks like a mega babyface throughout this match, and the inclusion of Owens is a really fun add-on. The ending features possibly one of the most spectacular cage match bumps you'll ever see, and again, another example, if you haven't seen this, I don't know how, but you really should, between Ciampa and Cole, and it's just incredible. This is hands down the best NXT War Games match, and possibly the best WWE War Games match to date. So that was our list. Let us know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with our order here and why. If you wish to support the channel, you can do so with our new memberships that have unlocked for less than $1 a month. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more lists, reviews, fancy bookings and more. And hopefully, we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.